Hi guys, so today I'm back with another recipe video. This time I'm making Jamaican style rice and peas. It's been highly requested, so here I go. So first we're going to start out with some of the basic ingredients that we need for this meal. We have garlic, scallion, thyme, pimento seeds, Scotch bonnet pepper, red kidney beans aka peas, all-purpose seasoning, seasoned salt, garlic salt, and coconut milk. I know that some of my viewers might be moms or just live very busy lives in general, so just in case you can't cook the peas from scratch, you could also use this Goya canned red kidney beans as a substitute. So the first thing I usually do is just rinse the peas thoroughly under room temperature water. I just go ahead and rinse it about 2 times, and then once I rinse it, I'm just going to leave it submerged in water at least 3 inches so that the peas could start soaking overnight. While I put it to soak overnight, I'm just going to add garlic and the pimento seeds. That's the only 2 ingredients. So after it's been soaking overnight in the fridge, I take it out and then this is what it looks like. I'm ready to start cooking it. So at this point it's been boiling for about 10 minutes now, but since it's not a pressure cooker, I just have to make sure that it's not going to boil over onto the stove. So right now I'm just leaving it slightly open just so it's not going to be boiling over. I'm going to leave it cooking for 45 minutes and then I'm going to come back and check on it. So at this point it's been cooking for like 45 minutes. You can see that the water is a little bit down. So now I'm going to add my coconut milk and my garlic salt, seasoned salt, and all-purpose. Since I don't have the traditional grated coconut milk that we used to use in Jamaica, I'm just going to use this Grace canned coconut milk. It's literally the closest thing to the grated coconut that I remember in Jamaica. Right now I'm just mixing the coconut milk into the peas just to get it nice and flavorful all together. Now I'm moving on to seasoning up my pot. I'm using seasoned salt, just a little sprinkle. I'm eyeing it at the moment. And then I'm going to follow up with using some garlic salt. For some reason, garlic salt just makes everything better. Every time I make a cooking video, then you're going to see garlic salt in it. Then I'm going to follow up and use all-purpose seasoning. This is the same all-purpose seasoning that I've also used in all my videos. And then once I do that, I'm just gonna mix everything all together again. Mix, mix, mix. So this is literally my favorite part of making rice and peas. Rice and peas is just not the same without Scotch bonnet pepper, thyme, and scallion. So once I've added those 3 ingredients, the next thing I'm doing is just mixing everything all together as always. So the peas still have some cooking left to do along with the coconut milk in it. So I'm just adding a little bit of water at this point. So at this point, I'm just mixing everything all together again. Then I'm going to cover the pot and leave it cooking for 45 minutes. So at this point, the peas is definitely cooked a lot more. The color of the water has changed from that white coconut milk looking color to now of a brownish color. So yeah, it's definitely cooking good. So it's been another 30 minutes since the peas have been cooking. Make sure that the pepper is still good. So in order for me to see if the peas is cooking good, I usually just mash a few on something just to see how soft it is. It's looking good and smelling oh so yummy, but I'm gonna give it another 15 minutes just to finish cooking as soft as I'd like it to cook. Just a quick disclaimer, this is what I usually do. I usually wash my rice. I know that there are people watching this video who might not wash their rice, but this is something I always do every time I cook, even if it's just plain rice by itself. So at this point, I'm just washing it thoroughly under room temperature water a few times, running the water through it. So by this time the pepper is a bit cooked through and soggy, so I want to make sure I remove it, because if this pepper busts, then the whole rice and peas mess up. So yeah, you just want to make sure you remove the pepper and then start mixing everything all together. Because I want to ensure that the rice cooks thoroughly, I'm just adding another glass of water. This is just to make sure that it steams thoroughly, since I'm going to be covering it for another 20-30 minutes. So I'm just adding 1 tablespoon of butter. I just feel like adding butter to rice, or just white rice in general, just completely changes the taste of it. This is something that I've always been doing over the years, and it is so freaking good. Since I've added another glass of water, I'm just gonna sprinkle a little bit of all-purpose seasoning all over it, just to add a little bit more flavor back into the rice and peas. I'm carefully mixing everything all together, then I'm gonna cover it and let it simmer for 20 minutes. At this point, the rice has definitely dried down a lot, but it still needs to cook a bit more, so I'm gonna cover it and allow it to steam for another 20 minutes. At this point, the rice is now 100% dried. It's fluffy, it's looking good. I can now go ahead and remove my Scotch bonnet pepper from the pot. Removing the thyme stems makes for a better presentation and also saves the hassle once it's done cooking, because I don't want to serve it to people and then they have to be picking it out. So this is why I'm doing this. Also, if you have small kids, then it could be a choking hazard. So this is also another reason to make sure that all the thyme stems have been picked out. This is what the rice and peas looks like once all the thyme stems have been removed. It's fluffy, it looks delicious, and I can't wait to eat. Before I give myself the go-ahead to turn off the stove completely, I just always do a taste test just to make sure that everything is cooked thoroughly. I'm having my rice and peas today with brown stew fish, but you could literally pair it with any meat or any seafood. This is one of the cool things I love about rice and peas. You could have it with anything. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you learned something new. Be sure to subscribe and stay tuned for more videos. Love you guys. Bye.